Hi and welcome to this Team QSW video. Now I'm Neil Greentree and as you know I sail Severne S-1s, and over the last few months we've had quite a number of customers who have bought S1s and kind of contacted me saying exactly how do you rig them. So what I'm going to do, I've got a 2016 S1 Pro, but anything really 2014 onwards will rig pretty much the same as that. And so when you're going from a 5-batten to a 4-batten sail, in essence it's all about how loose the leash is. That's the important thing. So obviously take your measurement off the bottom there. Make sure your Severne mast is in. With Severnes, as we all know, very important we put the correct mast in, and also tape up the joint. Now, as far as doing the threading, Johnny, if you can just come in and catch this, so you can see that the line starts on this side. So what I'm going to do is go from the inside out to line all the lines up so they work well. So then we go on the inside. This is actually a streamline, which is the one that I use. So again, I thread it up the back and go inside to outside. And if you watch where my lines are lining up, everything is lining up correctly. So we have no cross lines. Now, the last one, the clue is on the underside here. So I'm going to go, rather than from the front to the back, I'm going to go from the back to the front, because that means I get more bite on my clue. So when I pull this down, if you pop around this side, Johnny, right, you can actually see we now have a knobble on the streamlines here. So now I've actually got that lined in, so it clicks in here and goes in there. Okay, so we've now got this all lined up. Now the first thing I've got is the clue is on the bottom of this, so this is not strictly compatible with Severne sails. So what I have to do is I have to flick my sail the other way, because one thing to remember, you always rig a Severne with the mast to the left. Okay, very important. I have to flick this way round. Puts my clue on the top. Okay, my extension is 20 centimeters and the luff demands that it has 19. So I should have this 1 centimeter short of coming all the way down on the extension, and that should set my leech correctly. So here we go. Okay, so that is, look, just under a centimeter off there. Okay, so here we are, extension 19, but this is on 20. So we set that, leave that loose, take this off, and then we'll put the boom on next. So we've now set the downhaul roughly, so we're now going to put the boom on. With these booms, these clamps, the Severne clamps, they are very strong, so don't go cranking them too tight. If you look at this, how I put them over, you know, there's not that much pressure on there, but that's enough to do it. So it just preserves the mast a bit. Okay, so we pop round. The boom extension's 168 on this 5.2 I'm using, so you can see on here we've got here 168. Set that to 168. If you don't have indicators on here, get indicators, because the amount of people who just guess, they kind of go, well, it's that, and I roughly set it to, no, let's get some science to it, get some repeatability, so then you can repeat what you're doing. Okay, so now we set the outhaul, and something will become evident, and that is, if you look down there, you can see that it's barely going loose there, so it all feels a bit tight, and this is still an inch off the outhaul setting. So this is the first time I've set this. What that's telling me is it needs more downhaul. So although it's told me that the downhaul is 19, I'm actually going to set it to 20, because my indicator is my leash, not anything else. So I'll add a tiny bit more just to loosen that leash, and I'm not talking a lot, I'm talking half a centimetre. Touch. Now we go to here. I'm going to set that. It's still falling a little short, but now when we look at this, if we stand back, Johnny, and we look at the sail, can you put your foot on there?
Yeah.
Johnny, right. Guys, what we're looking at is, some people say, right, it's dead important that my battens are behind the mast. Forget it. It's not important. Okay, that I'm not interested in so much. I'm interested in this here, that there. It's my exhaust and where I take my power and deliver it out. That I am happy with. So I've had to just put a touch more downhaul on it, but that's my measure, as you can see. You can see it going loose from here, running up to there, back out there. That's an S1 rigged properly. Just for your info, the battens sit nicely behind here, so look how that lovely, it powers up in the bottom here beautifully, and that I'm going to have some fun on. So that should give you some idea how you rig an S1 from 2014 onwards. Any other queries, contact the shop, contact me, contact Team QSW. Thanks for watching.